Gentlemen, it is time for a quickie. And no, I do not mean wake up your wife and butter her. What I mean is we've got a 6 minute battle. When I started watching that, I was thinking, is that the early concede? Did I just go through the trouble of making an intro for an early concede? Rest assured, this is not an early concede, but we may or may not, time will tell, I assume, see a blowout. And so let us cover it without further ado. So for the Mighty Macedon, it's going to be commanded by Mr. Black himself. And then we have Michelka using cold cheese. Faction-wise, I will give the edge to Macedon, quite frankly, because of the Thessalian cav. In some creative hands, though, the cold cheese can be quite scary. We'll see definitely an interesting build there for Mr. Michelka. The reason I'm going to give it to the Thessalian really is because of those Thessalian cav. Sorry, to Macedon is because of the Thessalian cav, because it's almost once again kind of a close to a no-win early engagement for the cold cheese. Although the Eastern Archers can kind of negate that, we're gonna actually slow motion it while we go over that stuff because it's gonna happen fast. So yeah, that's it. The Eastern Archers can be pretty deadly against the Thessalian, but it's crucial you get your shots in ASAP. Now, the real danger that the Thessalian are gonna impose to the cold cheese is that if it starts as a cavalry YOLO engagement, well, you are bound to lose the L point damage that is going to be inflicted upon you by the Thessalian to your noble cav. Now, the way you can kind of negate that is by having some nice Eastern archers volley into the Thessalian, but then do not forget that the slingers will be firing at your archers. So it's kind of a tough early engagement for them. Now we see Kartli Axeman. These guys will do well against the Thorax Swordsman, but we see very low, close to no meat shield actually for both players. So the meat, ironically, the meat shield of the Macedonian is going to be Thessalian cav. We've got two meat shield units, Eastern Spearmen, and then Noble Blood, which are out to be earthed by the Thessalian. In the back, we'll see the beautiful Terran Thracian Warriors, forgive me, which can be an amazing late game unit against cavalry. And a good early game also at ditching some crucial damage to key units that don't get the jab to their face. So let's go over the build of the cold cheese first. So we'll see it seems to be 3 Horse Archers. And indeed, 3 Horse Archers are going to be paired against a mercenary Thracian cav. We'll have Axemans, 1 at each flank. These guys are there for their precursors into cavalry, the way they're positioned. That's what it looks like. They'll be paired with the APS Lancer. So I like pairing a cheaper unit with a more expensive unit, trying to negate the fact that they're not Kartli, I would assume. And then we've got 4 Kartli, speaking of the devil, then Noble Blood Cav, 3 of them, APS General back there. We went over the Eastern Spearman. For Mighty Macedon, we'll have Slingers, a shit ton of them. Appears to be 4 regular Slingers, 1 Mercenary Rhodian Slingers. Absolutely scary for the Eastern Archers. I would not like to be in the Colchian position right now, holding a bow, let's say. Then we've got some Thorax Swordsmen, 4 of them, 2 Thracian Warriors. There's going to be a shit ton of Thessalian cav, as one should when using Macedon. I cannot really think of any Macedonian build that doesn't rely on a Thessalian cav. I have 1 build that's 1 companion and 2 Thessalian, and quite frankly, it's very niche and probably not the best build ever. 1 companion cav. And we seem to have 2 Tireros. No, a single Tireros. Interesting build by both players. And the fight is going to happen right away. We'll see shots being fired at the Kartli Axeman. I like this decision. Even though he could be ditching some... this decision I like less. We're seeing fire. That's not a decision, just a miss micro. Eastern Spearman being fired at. I like damaging the enemy infantry before focusing the Slinger if you get a chance. Only means that you'll get reinforcement from infantry to do other things earlier. Okay. The Colchian are very eager to get into that fight. Very good target there. Good job by Cold Cheese. Go right away for those filthy Thessalian. We'll see here a nice bait and switch. Kartli Axemen are going to take the charge towards the Thorax Swordsman. Now what we need to see is the Eastern Spearman. No. Mistake. Eastern Spearman needed to stay there, and the Kartli needed to retreat there. So massive mistake for Cold Cheese. Oh, bruh. You get fucked. That's gotta hurt. Blunted charge there by the Epirus on the thorax. We see quite the blob there created by the Thessalian. Slow micro on the Noble Blood Cav, just going in their face. It's gonna take the charge of the Thessalian, which it will not enjoy at all. Axeman there being fired at by Mercenary Trajan. Good move by the Macedon. In this blob there, we have a fair amount of cavalry stuck on the Axemen. Now we're gonna see some rear shots into the Axemen that they're gonna rout very quickly. The Thessalian cav there is dying. Eastern Spearman dying. Mercenary Rhodian Slingers, that's bad news, dying. We have those beautiful Trajan Warriors, which can also be useful for that. Not their prime position. But if you're able to get them to chase, there's a predicament sometime where you can chase a single skirmisher unit and it's protected by a depleted cav unit. The Mercenary Trajan are actually going to do quite well at that because they can really brutalize depleted cavalry. And their quick speed kind of makes them useful at chasing missiles. Now, of course, this is not their prime use, but in a very niche circumstance, it can work. We have the Companion Cav there being stuck by Epius Lancer, Kartli Axeman as well. There's no melee support on that fight. This is happening so fast. I'm running out of breath. I might faint. Thorax Sword there is chasing and getting a jab volley into the Epius Lancer. We're seeing a break for the Noble Blood Cav. 1 minute left in this battle, mind you. Epius Lancer's dying. We are seeing Kartli Axeman winning decisively down there. That's good. There's a minute left. We might actually get a concede there. Thorax Sword. Okay, yes. Now the missiles are starting to die, so that's a GG. I don't even think we'll get a concede. We'll just get routes from the yeah, good play by Macedon. It almost seems like Cold Cheese tried to out Macedon by just going YOLO in with Cav and all that. But the truth is that he had to face this this disgusting front of Thessalian cavalry, which is very hard when you rely on Noble Blood. And then, yeah. GG to Mr. Black. He got the victory in that one against Michelka. Nice attempt, Michelka. I'm sure you'll do better in the next tournament. This was just a build mistake there. You needed more number. You needed meat shield. You needed... against Macedon, honestly, I would have taken some Colchian Noble, but I'm not a very big APS fan, so that's just me. So, yeah. They call it a Pyrrhic victory. It was very decisive, and it was done quick, like a classic mutual destruction right there. Let's look at the kills for the losing faction first. We've got a Noble Blood Cav getting a Chevron, so that means they took down some Thessalian. We don't see the best number of the Thessalian, but they did lay down the earth on the Noble Blood Cav. The Epius, that's always got hurt. That's always what happened when I take them, so I just avoid this unit. It's not for me. There's a couple of players that can use Shock Cav very well. I'm thinking about Amilcar, Ulda. It simply isn't my cup of tea, and but Black is gonna have to be ready to counter these units used properly when facing Ami, because he is going to the next stage of the tournament. 2 Axemen there, not doing a fantastic job. One of the Kartli getting a decent amount of kills, 1 Chevron, so some kills of were on Thorax. And Thorax kind of blow balls at the end of the day, so yeah, we'd like more out of the Kartli. 3 of them getting completely smushed. Yeah, on the flanks, the Axemen were fired at by the Trajan Cav, which have nice numbers, by the way. Eastern Spearmen, yay. Eastern Archers not doing much. They needed to fire at Cav a bit more. It just happened all so fast. I'm not quite sure what they were firing at. I did see some shots from the Slingers into the Eastern Spearmen. Maybe that was a decided target, by the way, but whatever. I'll let the players be the judge of that. Companion Cav for the kill getting smushed, so Shock Cav not doing good. Slingers serving their purpose, I guess. I see a bit of damage on the Kartli Axeman. I didn't notice if he fired at Cav. We don't have any Chevron, so I don't believe so. Thorax Swords, two of them doing decent for what they are, and two other don't seem to do decent. The Thracian Warriors were absolutely clutch, and you saw exactly where shit went south for Michalka is when he decided to retreat. He basically saved his Eastern Spearman from the Thracian Warriors and just allowed the two Kartli right there, which have fuck all numbers, I believe they were, or 39 and 52, to get absolutely slaughtered by the Thracian Warriors. So yeah, that was a tactical mistake there by Michalka. I don't know if maybe it was a miss micro. I'm not quite sure. Thank you guys for playing. Michalka, best of luck in the next tournament. Mr. Black, I shall see you, or rather, I shall witness you in the finals. I'll make sure to cover it. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this fast-paced battle. I'm gonna go catch a breath now. Thank you all very much for watching. Sol Invictus signing off.